Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm...
Yes, can I help you? Can I help you?
Sorry?
Can I help you?
No, I'm just taking pictures. How you doing today?
I'm blessed.
Awesome. What?
She said no pictures, sir.
No pictures?
No pictures, sir.
Is it illegal?
I can't hear you.
Call dispatch. He is not allowed to take pictures. Call dispatch.
Aye, aye.
Go ahead, 1406.
Have you come to your top, please have personnel up here that's taking pictures and recording the gate as we're speaking.
Sir, can I have your name, please? Just your name. You're a public employee, right?
Sir, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to...
Copy. Are you able to go to main gate?
I'm not arguing.
Unit I'm showing right now.
I'm just taking pictures. Specifically, can you tell me what am I doing wrong right now? Specifically.
Just going to turn down my radio for a second, sir.
Awesome. Sir, are you a police officer? Can I speak with you for a second?
You have...
He's a police officer, right? Are you a police officer?
You have base security on their way, sir. You can speak to them.
All right.
You got an ID card, brother?
ID?
An ID card, yes.
Am I being detained?
Do you have an ID card?
Am I being detained?
I just need an ID card to see who you are.
Why?
Because you're on a federal installation.
I haven't crossed the restricted area. I'm still on public property. I'm just taking pictures.
No, you're not on public property. Turn that off.
No.
Turn it
no,
off.
sir, please get away from me.
As soon as you get off that blacktop right there, you're on federal property.
Sir, I'm working on a story. We're bringing awareness, freedom of the press. Please stand back.
1104. Can you dispatch JSO here, please?
Why are you trying to take my camera, sir? I'm just taking. Yeah.
I'm not trying to take your camera. Turn that off.
No.
Turn that off.
No.
Turn it
No.
off.
What about my Fourth Amendment?
What about your Fourth Amendment?
Am I being suspected of a
Did
crime?
I seize anything from you?
You're trying to illegal search and seizure. You
Did I
can't.
seize anything from you?
You're trying to get my ID as soon as you got here.
I'm asking for your ID card.
Okay, and I can nicely refuse. I'm just working on a video. I'm not trying to cause any problems here.
All right.
Can I have your name and badge number? Isn't it part of your policy to identify yourself?
Nope, because you didn't give me your ID.
That's because I don't work here. You're the one that's at work. You're the one that has a gun. You're the one that's giving orders, right? So at least tell me your name. Okay. How long have you been working for the Navy Police?
That's not important.
Yes, it is, because you're trying to violate my rights right now.
No, I'm not violating your rights.
You're attempting.
Okay.
You're attempting. I'm not suspected of breaking the law.
Do you have JSO en route?
I haven't broken the law. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm working on a video peacefully. I'm gonna talk to these gentlemen over here. Well, you're their boss, right? So I don't know how this is gonna work, sir. I'm doing.
Stop right there, buddy.
Am I being detained?
Stop right there.
Am I being detained?
You're being detained as long as you're
under suspicion of what crime?
Photography on a federal installation. Are you sure of even what you want to say? No.
I'm in public property. Excuse my.
Not.
Yes.
You're on federal property.
Okay, and what's my First Amendment right? I'm doing nothing
Your
wrong.
Your First Amendment right is freedom of speech, right?
And freedom of the press, correct?
No.
Yes.
Show me your credentials for press, then.
Credentials, sir. It's the Constitution. It's the First Amendment, sir.
You're talking about freedom of the press. You represent the press.
I represent the people. Yes.
Which people?
The people. We the people, sir. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, okay. But you're being disorderly right now, sir.
I am?
Yes, you are, because you're disturbing my peace. I've done nothing wrong.
And you're disturbing ours by filming.
Filming specifically. How am I disturbing your peace by taking pictures?
We're just going to get you. We'll get you taken care of by language.
So why isn't part of your policy to identify yourself, be courteous, professional? You didn't do any of that, Sergeant. He says I'm free to leave. That means I've broken no law. I've broken no law. So, can you please identify him for me so that I can file a complaint, sir?
You already did.
No, he didn't. He refused to identify himself. I wasn't expecting you treating me like this, Sergeant. Can we please start all over again? Sir, are you police?
Take a step back.
Step back.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, go and take a step back. Just stand right there.
Okay, he said I'm free to leave. I'm not being detained. So can I have your name and position here, sir?
My name is Detective Sparrow and Ask Jack, CID.
Okay, am I bringing the law in any way for taking pictures of your nice military installation? Isn't it part of the First Amendment? Freedom of the press? I've done nothing wrong. I'm not in a restricted area. Restricted area is past that gate over there. I'm trying to explain this gentleman. He didn't seem to get it at first, but then he said, okay, well, you're detained. And then he said, well, you're not being detained. You're free to go. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not being disorderly. He's actually being disorderly. He illegally detained me, and he's disturbing my peace, sir.
Sir, do you intend on staying here or going?
I'm planning on working on maybe like a 10-minute video, and then I'll be on my way if I'm not going to be bothered.
Sir, you're not being bothered.
Yes, I was illegally detained by this officer right here.
Sir, if you'd like to remain here, why don't we do that? Why don't we remain here? And if you want to go, why don't you go ahead and go? It's not a big deal. We just
Cool.
want to make sure you're safe here in the parking lot. You want to take your
You seem very professional, but actually I feel safer with you here, sir.
Excellent. Do you happen to have your ID on you, sir?
That's what I'm trying to explain to him. What about my Fourth Amendment?
Okay. You're not in handcuffs.
I know, but I'm not unless I'm being suspected of committing a crime, I don't have to provide ID. That's what I'm saying. I do have an ID.
I'm respectfully requesting.
Awesome. I like that. This guy is very awesome. How long have you been a police officer?
Is there any chance I can see your ID, sir?
I would like to nicely refuse, sir.
Okay.
If you guys want me to leave under threat of arrest, I will go ahead and leave. But I just want to let you know that I'm not past the restricted area. So please be courteous, professional, as your policy says that you should be. And just let me take pictures unbothered. Is that okay? Because we have the Fourth Amendment right, which you all swore to protect. But this gentleman over here, Sergeant, I don't know his name because he also said that he wasn't going to identify to me, which is your policy to identify. He said that freedom of the press is not the First Amendment. He also said that he was requesting press credentials when everybody knows that the First Amendment protects me for my freedom of the press. This gentleman over here, he's highly suspicious. He's borderline disorderly conduct, and he's a sergeant. You know, he doesn't know the First Amendment. I don't know how in the world do you make it to be a sergeant and a police officer if you don't know the first article of your job, which is to protect the First Amendment.
Sir, I just want you to focus on talking to me right
I
now.
am. I'm talking to you, but
Let's not talk about the sergeant. I understand your concerns, but right now it's you and I talking.
Am I being detained?
So I just want to get a better understanding, to be honest.
I think I've been pretty clear, right?
Well, again, so you're supposed to coordinate with the PAO, and especially being, you know, with a news agency and with the purpose that you're serving. So technically, you're on our property. As soon as you come
Does it say restricted area? As soon as a sign right there? Because if it does, I'll be more than glad to step out. And you know what? I've already pretty much figured it out. I'm on my way now because you guys are making me feel uncomfortable. I feel like I'm gonna go to jail for taking pictures in America.
So do you understand what force protection is, sir?
No, I don't work here. I understand that you guys are supposed to protect the country. I understand that you guys have it's your policy to come and ask questions. I understand that. But you know, there's a way to do things. We have to be nice. This gentleman over here, he was extremely nice when he got out of the car. You've been extremely nice. He's been extremely nice, although he still support the sergeant when he illegally detained me and then undetained me. I haven't threatened anyone. I haven't talked about violence. I'm non-violent, actually. I'm here for the First Amendment. I explained to you guys. I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm bringing awareness on freedom of the press. I mean, if you guys are saying that I have to leave, I'll leave under threat of arrest because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 police officers here. That's like $1 million worth of salaries right here.
So, geez, this federal property, if they don't want you here, you can't be here.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's that simple. And if you want to go over there to the Target or something, take pictures, do anything like that.
Target is private property. You're sending me onto private
Like,
property to take pictures, not on public property?
but that's where you can drive your car over there. People do it all
Do
the
they?
time. But
Are they requesting
this
for me
is-
to leave?
Yes. So I mean, if this is their property and they say you got to leave,
But this
then
is
you got to leave.
who makes the decision right here?
These guys do it. This is federal property.
Okay, who's
So
making
they
the
do not-
decision that I have to leave so I can leave?
Yes, sir. I am. Detective Sparrow. I'm respectfully requesting that you leave the area right now.
Okay, I'm leaving under threat of arrest. I don't answer questions. I'm leaving under threat of arrest.
Thank you, sir.
You guys are gonna be on the wrong side of history. You guys, do you feel good about this?
We can have an honest conversation if you want to have an honest conversation.
Okay. Am I in public property already?
Not yet, no.
This is private property. He said go to Target. So there's not even a crosswalk. So is this
So
still
there's
your?
a crosswalk over there.
Okay, how can I make it over there?
Sir, how did you get it? How did you think to get across here? Did you use the crosswalk?
Well, you don't have one, so I had to just cross. But am I still in public property?
No, not yet, sir.
Not yet?
No.
What about the public easement? Do you guys have a certain amount of footage?
On the sidewalk over there, sir, that's
Oh.
public property.
Place we'll check out on our little map, where this nice little flag is City Hall. Shouldn't be a problem in the world, except our person in, right? Walk in, check out this beautiful building. This the parking in the rear, and this next to the First National Bank. City Hall renovation 2021. Just re-get it. So surely they're gonna let us walk around and check it out. Come on with me. That's looking pretty. Yeah, look at this. Oh, I'm just looking around. Should be fine. I said should be fine. It should be fine. Just look around. You work here?
Yes.
Oh, what's your name?
What's your name?
I don't get my name out. I don't work for the public. I'm not a city employee. You understand? Okay. Anywho and how, Waynesboro is the bird dog capital of the world. Welcome to City Hall with the door slammed. Bird dog capital of the world. That's what you get when you come to Waynesboro. Camelback action. Hey, how you?
Can I help you?
I didn't call you.
No, you didn't.
What's
but
your
they
name, badge
called.
number?
My name is Corporal Christopher Harris.
Corporal Harris?
Mm-hmm. The ladies, it's the public building. You're more
Right.
than welcome
Absolutely.
to film. However, the employees, they do have a right to not be on camera.
That's not true, sir. That's not true at all.
Sir, now,
Can I get your supervisor if that's what you're telling me? I'm coming to pick up a FOIA request.
okay, then you can get your request and you can go.
That's what I'm trying to
And
do.
this is about supervisor right
How are
here.
you, Mr.
All right.
Mr. Pritchett? I don't want to misspell it. What was your name, badge number?
Fleming?
Okay. So we spent all this money on this public building. I wanted to come in and take pictures of it, and they called
You're
the
more than
police.
welcome to do that.
And they called the police to me to try to put me in a cage. That's what I don't understand.
Nobody's trying to.
But
put
you're
you
saying
anywhere.
I'm not allowed to film public employees in the course of their duty.
And while you're in here, yes, sir, you need to respect their privacy. If they tell you to
You're not the
stop.
Philos police. You are the
Sir.
law enforcement.
Now, I'm going to ask you, do you have business in here?
Absolutely.
Okay, then get your business done.
I'm trying. They called y'all and y'all come interrupted me. Y'all are dismissed. That's called being dismissed. Have a good day. Can I please get that FOIA information? I'll be on my way. You good? Everything good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, after y'all, I'll follow y'all out. I never...
We got it. We're good.
Y'all gonna hang out here?
Stay here, so go ahead.
Okay, all right. Did you explain to them I had a right to do this?
We already explained.
Everything's fine, sir.
Oh, that's what I wanted to
you,
hear.
sir.
Thank you. There you go. Well, I'll try to get out. I think we
Got to push it off.
gotta lock this in a little bit. Waynesboro, Georgia. That's the corporal. So we took the corporal. It took the sergeant and the other deputy. They tell me everything was fine. So we'll get our information. We'll go down here to a little rabbit hole, fill everything out, take it back. Everything should be fine. I just don't understand. City Hall calls the police on them. They're trying to get a FOIA request. Too hard for him to park in a park in a regular spot. He's got to park there. And if I did that, you know what would happen. Did you see him talking and trying to conspire something up? How long you been with Waynesboro?
Almost 2 years.
Oh, you like it? Like it down here? Never been here. Well, maybe.
No? Where are you from?
Oh, I don't answer questions like that. You understand? But I like to just check out little small towns and public buildings and go places I can go, pull public records and just, you know, stuff like that.
Awesome, man.
But it is a nice little town. And I read this just opened, so I wanted to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Rebuilt.
Have you ever been a police officer?
No, I know.
Okay.
No.
I was just wondering, because you never know. I mean, you
Right,
might have been one before,
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So, we never know what kind of situation we're getting ourselves into.
Right.
Okay? I don't know if you've done any research on a lot of the police officers that have been killed on duty before.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so
I've seen that.
just a couple weeks ago, there was somebody that went to a call where it was a check for well-being. So basically somebody called and said, hey, I haven't talked to my wife in 3 weeks. I have not seen her. I don't know where she is. Well, the officer showed up and started shooting through the door.
Oh.
The dude started shooting through the door.
Oh, so you never know. I mean, I'm not arguing that, but I'm arguing once it's over, y'all are still here. I'm on the public sidewalk and I don't leave
I'm just waiting for my sergeant.
Yeah, I don't leave till the police leaves, and that's you know something. That's just something I've always done. I don't get shooed out of businesses. You know, public property and public sidewalks. That's all. You know, like the other day, he tried to demand my ID, and you know it's not a stop and ID state. I don't have to show ID unless I've broken the law. He knows that. But I read in the paper, which brings me here, that a deputy arrested a guy for not showing his ID with one complaint. A gentleman pulled up, got a kid out of the car, let that guy go without checking his ID. Now, if anybody should have had the ID check, it should have been the guy attempting to kidnap a little girl, you know, and I was ID'd, asked for identification for holding a camera in a public building. It's just kind of ironic. And that's the stories I put out there to kind of show the difference in, you know, what happens.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so,
I get it. I mean, I get it 100%, you know.
You still ain't give us a reason why you're here, sir.
A FOIA request. I'm pulling a FOIA request. She told me I could scribble it down on a piece of paper. I'm trying to FOIA the information, her salary, her name, everybody's name in the building, and I want to get a copy of
For who? Who you getting it for?
For myself.
No, sir. They don't have to give you that information.
Absolutely. No, they don't have to now, but I can put in for it, and then it goes, and you know, of course I
You
get
gotta
it.
have it in writing, and then it gotta be notarized.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing. I'm getting my first copy. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, you can explain to him. I've done this, you know, a lot. You know, and that's what I'm doing here. It's public, and it's the First Amendment protected activity by the United States of America.
Right. And there's also, if someone asks you, we law enforcement, if we ask for your ID, you are obligated to give that information.
Not unless I've broken
Yes,
the law.
we need to know who we talking to.
We were called here.
Right. I didn't call
We need to know
you.
who we talking to.
I didn't call you.
No, not you, but they did.
They did. So we got the right to ask you for your information.
You can ask, absolutely, but like I explained to her, I hadn't broken the law and I had to give it. I don't carry an identification on me while I'm walking around cities because I don't break the law. That's the best way I explain, Ms.
Okay,
Teresa.
so then that's why we ask you to leave, because you're not cooperating and you're not giving us your name and information.
I don't have to.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
If we
you
ask
do.
for the information, you gotta give it to them.
Who's your boss?
So we law enforcement. My
we-
boss right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's-
let me come talk to
He's
him.
the chief.
Okay. I'm doing a FOIA request protected by the United States of America. This is a camera. First Amendment allows me to be in here. Public property. I'm trying to do a FOIA information, try to get some camera. You try to get some information, maybe some documents, names, salaries. And they called the police to me. And this gentleman was telling me in Georgia, as a stop and ID state, I had to identify if I hadn't broken any laws.
Okay.
But why won't you identify yourself?
I don't have
Because
to.
You got, okay,
Why would I
but
give my
listen-
rights up?
Listen
Okay, sir.
to me. Okay, we got this. Like I said, this is public building.
Public building.
But you come in here and you're filming. People don't know who you are, what you're filming for. You got these ladies upset. They're nervous. The proper thing to be identify yourself.
But this is
Tell
a
them,
First Amendment audit.
I understand
You
that.
understand
and
that?
We know you got that's your right.
That's my
But we're
right.
saying, but to make people feel comfortable, be considerate.
That's not my job. My job
and
is
it's
to
my-
audit these to make sure they're doing what they're
Well,
supposed
it's my
to do.
job to make sure the citizens of Waynesboro is protected.
Right.
Right, and people come in with a camera, nobody knows you.
I walked right up
what
there and
you
asked
doing.
for a FOIA request, which that way I have to give my name to her. If she would have handed it to me, I would have given my ID, and I would have filed and got done what I needed to do and probably been on my way.
It's the way to do things. We like and love working with the public.
Right.
But we also want
What if
the public
everything
to
was
work with
perfect
us.
in this world? It wouldn't be no
there's no-
crime.
Right, but guess what? We live in an imperfect, there are imperfect people live in a perfect
Absolutely.
world. So to make our job easier and to make your job easier, we just comply with each other. There's no harm in saying, okay, I am John Tome with so-and-so, so-and-so. This is not a court of law. We're not gonna stand here all day going over. and
Okay,
over
well, let me
again.
get my papers and I'll
Get
follow
your
y'all
papers.
out.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Follow y'all out. You caught that part. I don't get shooed out of a building. All right, thank you.
There you go.
All right. All right, I'm done. Wasn't that hard?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
All right. After y'all.
You go ahead.
I never walk out.
You go ahead.
I'll be here all day.
Well, you go ahead. I'm here.
Oh, you're staying here?
I'm on official.
Okay,
business.
you're official
Right.
business. Well, I'll follow those out.
That's fine.
Have a good day. Hope you learned something.
Hey, what's up, buddy? You work for the airport?
I work for Clear. I don't work
Clear.
for the airport.
Are they contracted with the airport or TSA, or who are you contracted with?
Are you with the media, sir? Because I'm not allowed to make comments about, but we're contracted with the airport.
No, I'm not asking for any comments like that. I was just asking what company you worked for and who they were contracted
I'm
with.
just with Clear.
Okay, and Clear, they contracted with the airport, or I just wanted to make sure I was contacting the proper people, that was all.
Did you have a question? I can get you, if you have a business card or your info, I can get you in touch with the right people if you
Yeah, I'm asking the question. That's what I was saying. Are you contracted with like TSA
No,
or
we're
the
not
state of
contracted
Maryland,
with
or
the
who do you
state.
guys?
We're a private company.
Okay, so I guess just BWI hires you guys, or is it the state that hires you? Or?
I'm not positive on
That's
that.
all. I was curious on how you guys get
Yeah,
to
I'm not-
being out here working. Is it the state of Maryland that reaches out, or does
I'm not-
BWI,
I'm not really
TSA?
positive on all those details, but I can get you in
Okay.
touch with the right people on that.
All right, yeah. If I could get the contact information, that
Yeah,
would be
do you
great.
have a, or I can take yours and I can get them to reach out to you directly.
No, they usually tend to not call back, so I like to reach out to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get you our customer service number and they can get you in touch with the
Okay.
right people.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
just want to step aside so we don't block traffic.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
No, you're fine.
How you doing, sir?
What's up, buddy? I was just trying to get some basic information, and the information department sent me over here, and then they sent me over here to ask this person. For some reason, he's got like a big attitude about it. I don't understand why, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the head TSA agent in charge of this building is, like the head supervisor who in charge of this
building.
Yeah, whoever oversees the property as far as TSA agents. I know there's a couple different like supervisors and things, but I'm trying to see who the head agent in charge of the property is. Oh, yep, ma'am, he was helping me. Ma'am, he was helping me.
I'm the supervisor.
Okay.
Give me a second.
All right, thank you. That's all you had to say. Generally, you don't just stop talking to someone without an explanation.
I'll be right with
Thank
you.
you. Jesus, God. What's the attitude for? You generally don't just stop talking to somebody without an explanation. I don't just walk away in the middle of your conversation. Doesn't want to be on camera, but yet she's on 75 cameras all day that I have access to. I don't know what the issue is.
Alrighty, sir.
What's
So
up?
I unfortunately don't know off the top of my head who
Okay.
the head of the entire building is.
Yeah.
We do recommend one or two things. I can either direct you to the customer service desk near Spirit. That should
Yeah,
provide
they
you
sent
some
me over
information.
here.
They
Yep.
sent you over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I can contact my manager, and then
Okay.
he can come out and
That's fine.
speak with you about that. all right?
Okay. Appreciate
so
you.
Just wait a few more minutes, and then we'll have some.
That's fine. Yeah, I don't know why she like ripped you away in the middle of the conversation. That was pretty rude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
it's-
didn't do it, so I'm not mad at you. But
It might just be a recording thing. Some people don't like being recorded.
I mean, there's how many?
I
Cameras?
know it's perfectly within your legal right.
Yeah, but there's, I mean, how many cameras in here right now? She's not upset about those cameras, is she?
Hey, Clear.
I'll be
Okay.
right.
All right. Thank you. Can I get the name of the airport director at least, or whoever's in charge of the airport at this moment? Can you guys contact them and come down here, please, and thank you? No? Okay. They must be real upset. I don't know what their attitudes are about.
I'm just waiting for them to give me the name of the head supervisor, the head TSA agent. That's all. Okay. I don't know. I think they went and called him on the phone, so I'm even more confused how they didn't know who it was, but they went and called him. So.
All right. Cool. Okay.
You know, yeah, just basic. Well, actually, sir. So if I could, I'd like to report a crime as well, if I could. So there's a crime in process right now. So actually, 18 U.S. Code 242 makes it a crime when acting under the color of law as a government agent to deprive someone of their rights. Okay, hold on. Say that again. 18 U.S. Code 242 makes it a crime when acting under the color of law as a public servant or a public agent to deprive someone of their rights. Okay. I am right now being deprived of my First Amendment right to redress my government for grievances. TSA is a government agency. I have the right to redress government agencies and government employees and redress my government for grievances, and I am being deprived of the basic information to do that right now. So that's the crime I'd like to report, law enforcement officer.
Okay. And basically what you want is the supervisor's information.
Yeah, I need the name of the head TSA agent because last time I was here they gave me like a 1-800 number on a little piece of paper and nobody's names or badge numbers and nobody wants to answer that. So I'm looking for the proper channel so I can actually follow that plan.
So explain to him what you just told me.
Okay.
A few minutes later.
Can I get your name and badge number as well?
Sure, 1313.
1313 and Laslet?
Yes.
Laslet and Haynes?
Haynes. 0883.
0883. Thank you, sir. I just like to know who I'm speaking to. That's all.
That's fine. I
But yeah, that's the crime I'd like to report since they're currently in violation of that federal statute and committing a crime.
Okay, so we're state police though. We're not federal.
No, I know, but your law enforcement officer is with jurisdiction of this building though.
Yeah, we don't write federal crimes. We don't enforce crimes.
No, but you enforce crimes.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We enforce state law. We don't enforce federal laws. Okay, that's one thing. Number two, these people have a job to do.
Yeah.
And you can tape all day long.
No,
I don't care.
You're right, sir.
But,
they do have a job to do.
You can't come up to them and really bother them to do their job.
Not bothering anybody.
Did you go over here?
I was sent over here. I walked up to the desk. I asked for the basic services. I said, hey, can I speak to your supervisor or can I have the name of the head supervising agent in charge? And he said, I can't give you that without a boarding pass and an ID. And I said, no, I'm not trying to enter the facility. I just need the name of the supervisor so that I can properly redress my government for grievances. He tried to give me a hassle. He tried to say, oh, like you said, I have a job to do. And I said, you're right, sir. So please do that job.
Right.
So please do that job. So if you could get them to please do that job, that's the issue here, sir. They're not doing it. So that's kind of what my problem is. You're right. And I respect that. You know, they do have a job to do.
You can't go over there and bother them.
I was sent over here by these folks.
But how did you stay over there, though?
No, I walked over here and I waited.
Right.
I was told to stand over here and wait by the gentleman with the red hair that's standing back there. So I stood here and waited as I was told to do so. The thing says, please wait here. I'm not standing on the other side of that. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's
as long as you stay here, but don't go over there and bother them.
I walked up there because I was directed to, sir.
Okay.
And while I was receiving help, I stayed at the counter while I received help because it was my turn and I waited patiently. Look, I'm not here to cause an issue. But last time I was here, they tried to give me the runaround and not give me any names. That's all.
So you want the federal security director? That's who you want.
Probably.
That's who's in charge of
whoever
TSA.
the TSA. Yes, thank you, sir. That's all.
No, you're right. You're right.
Thank you. That's all. Yeah, that's what I'm asking them. And they keep saying they don't know or this or that, but then they keep making phone calls to everybody and calling the police. And I'm like, instead of calling the police, you could just give me the name and number and I'd have been gone, man. You know what I mean?
Right. That's all you want.
Thank you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Thank you. We're all in. If they had given me the information, I'd have walked away from here, finished filming the art gallery and the things that I wanted to see in the art area, like the Freedom Wall that I saw, and then be on my way.
Yeah.
Andrea Miss Ho. Haha, that's so messed up.
That is the FFD. That is the woman who's in charge of every person.
Of every person down here.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's called Mitsu. They call her Mitsu.
Mitsu. Okay, cool.
Yes.
And if I could just get the names of the agents that I spoke to right here, the public agents, the public employees, like this lady, the lady with the dreads, the red-haired gentleman behind him, whoever that guy is that made the complaint.
Contact the lady that he just gave you. She has a copy of all the schedules, so she knows who's working here at what time, so she can.
But she won't know who was specifically at this station or like what manager came up.
All this is on camera.
I know.
It's on your film already.
I don't have any of their names. I don't have any of their names.
But you had their badge, so
This doesn't, as you can see, this doesn't zoom in like that far.
Really? But can't you, when you do it, doesn't it?
No, it's not that. I don't have that good a camera. I wish.
Once you get in contact with her, if you want her names and badge numbers,
yeah,
she can
well, that's all. I'm just asking for.
I'll give you the supervisor.
Yep,
That's who I'll give you.
I'm just looking
I'm not going to go through everybody.
No, you're good. I'm looking for public employees to identify themselves in the course of their duties, sir. That's all. You know what I mean? We're all here to be legal and lawful and to do things by the book, right? You know what I mean? So that's just what I'm trying to do, sir. I'm trying to cross my T's, dot my I's, and make sure I got all my stuff in place.
Manager Scott Wood.
Scott Wood,
yes.
And that is the gentleman right there.
Yes, that is.
Perfect. Okay.
And he said definitely contact our public affairs if you have any issues and anything like that.
Okay. Awesome.
So we're good, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, that was the most basic information that I was trying to get from them. You know what I mean? Thank you, buddy. I even asked them.
Yeah, the FST has been Mitsu for a long time.
Mitsu?
Yeah.
Cool.
She's been the, and again, when we have an incident like a disorderly or something, she has to actually come down and handle stuff.
I get you.
So, all right, buddy, sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're all good, officer. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. I guess we'll just have to send them the pictures of these different agents right here, and maybe they can identify them by the way they look. Or oh, sorry, I didn't mean to obstruct the walkway. Maybe they can identify them by the way they look for the complaint that I filed, but yeah. All right.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream.